People keep saying that with a 5000 SIP you can become a crorepati by 2030, right? But if I tell you the real truth, you will be shocked because the actual math is on a completely different level. In our WhatsApp groups, YouTube videos, Insta Reels, everywhere the same story. Just 5000 SIP is enough. 1 crore guaranteed by 2030. Many people blindly believe it. But in real life, the max, the logic and the dream, all three are completely different. In this video, I am going to show you the top 3 large and mid-cap mutual funds that can actually build wealth. No hype, only solid performance and the exact realistic math behind the 1 crore dream. The numbers nobody shows on camera. And at the end, a bonus hack that most middle class investors completely ignore. And because of that, they lose lakhs every single year. So watch this video till the end because once you understand this truth, your entire investing mindset will change forever. Let's start with Mirae Asset Large and Mid Cap Fund. This fund is one of the most popular offerings from Mirae Asset AMC. Its investment style is very simple. They pick high quality companies and follow a long-term compounding approach. Large cap companies provide stability. Mid-cap companies provide growth, and together the mix stays very well balanced. First, we will look at the minimum investment. For SIP, the minimum is 1000. For lump sum, the minimum is 5000. Now coming to the returns. 5-year return around 22 to 23% CAGR. 3-year return approximately 18 to 19%. 1-year return around 8%. In terms of portfolio composition, the fund holds almost 50% in large caps, around 36% in mid caps, and a small portion in small caps. Sector wise, it is invested in strong industries like financials, healthcare, auto and services. The AUM is around 40,800 plus crores, which shows strong trust from investors. The NAV is in the 170 to 180 range. The direct plan expense ratio is around 0.58%, which is very reasonable for this category. This fund is managed by Nilesh Surana and Ankit Jain, both very experienced managers who focus carefully on business quality, valuations and overall risk control. If you want a steady, disciplined and tension-free long-term holding, this fund is a perfect fit. Before we continue with our main topic, here's a quick introduction about our new book. My new book Wealth Psychology has become India's bestseller, and now I am giving you an exclusive launch offer till 23rd November. Order before 23rd November and unlock free planners worth 9,999 inside the book. Debt-free planner, 12-month wealth reset planner, compounding growth planner, emergency and insurance planner and more. This book will help you break free from EMIs, reset your money mindset and build financial freedom that lasts. Available now on Amazon in English format. Your reading journey can finally become a powerful daily habit starting today. Grab the book now. Now let's continue our topic. Next is Quant Large and Mid Cap Fund. Quant is known for its aggressive investing style. Fast rotations, quick decisions and rapid sector shifts. They follow a very dynamic strategy. Sometimes the returns comes very fast and sometimes the volatility becomes very high. So investors' patience is extremely important here. First, if we check the minimum investment, SIP starts at 1000, lump sum starts at 5000. Now coming to the returns. 5-year return approximately 26% CAGR. 3-year return around 18% CAGR. 1-year return slightly negative at around -3%, mainly due to recent volatility. In terms of portfolio composition, large caps takes around 57%, mid caps around 38%, and a small portion in the small caps. Sector exposure is strong in energy, consumer staples, construction and auto. The AUM is around 3,400 plus crores. NAV is in the 120 to 130 range. The expense ratio is around 0.70%. This fund is managed by a team of experts, including Sandeep Tandon, Ankit Pandey, Varun Patani and others. Since decisions come from a team, not just one person, the fund moves with more speed, flexibility and adaptability. If you like bold moves, capturing market opportunities, and if you can handle volatility, then Quant can be the right fit for you. But honestly, only ride this fund if your heart is strong enough to handle the ups and downs. If you prefer a conservative, stable approach, it's better to avoid it. By the way, in the large and mid cap category, which one is your favorite fund? Tell me in the comments. Next one, Canara Robeco Large and Mid Cap Fund. This is one of the most disciplined funds from Canara Robeco AMC. It focuses on quality, steady compounding and strong risk control. Everything is balanced very well. For many investors, this fund provides real mental peace and that is the biggest strength. First, if you look at the minimum investment, SIP starts at 1000, lump sum starts at 5000. Now coming to the returns, 5-year return around 21 to 22% CAGR. 3-year return approximately 18% CAGR. 1-year return around 6 to 7%. The portfolio holds more than 100 stocks, which gives broad and healthy diversification. Concentration risk is low, a very good sign for long-term SIP investors. The AUM is around 25,000 crores. The NAV is close to 300 and the expense ratio is around 0.56%, which is excellent for this category. The fund is managed by Sridatta Bandwaldar and Amit Nadekar, both well known for strong valuation discipline, stable portfolio construction and high quality risk assessment. This style perfectly suits long term and serious investors. If you want smooth compounding, lower volatility and predictable behavior, Canara Robeco is a very smart choice. Now here one more doubt you might get. Bala, why you are talking about only large and mid cap category funds? The reason is simple. Large caps are big, well-established companies, stable, strong and known for fast recovery even during market crashes. Mid-caps are medium-sized companies, they have high growth potential and many of them can become future large caps. So when you mix both, you get stability and growth in same portfolio. Compared to small cap funds, the volatility here is much lower. And since most people invest with a 5000 SIP, this category fits their risk limit perfectly. Large and mid cap funds are the ideal middle ground. Neither too safe nor too risky. Right for smart compounding and long-term wealth building. Are you already investing in any of these funds? Tell me in the comments. Now ready for a reality check. Let's test the 1 crore logic. Reality check, 5000 SIP to crorepati by 2030. Now let's talk straight. 2030 is hardly 5 years away. A 5000 SIP means you are investing 60,000 per year. So in 5 years, your total investment becomes 3 lakhs. Even if market gives an average 12% return, your amount after 60 months will be only around 4 lakhs. Even at 15% return, it reaches around 4.5 lakh. Even at 18% returns, it goes up to just 4.9 lakh. The 1 crore mark is nowhere close. There is a huge gap. To reach 1 crore with 5000 SIP in 5 years, you would need around 177% CAGR every single year consistently. That's not planning, that's pure fantasy. So set your mindset clearly. Let's see what's actually possible. Now let's talk one-to-one for a moment. If you say, Bala, I want to become a crorepati with SIP and that too by 2030, then there is only one answer. You must increase your SIP amount. If you expect the usual 12% return, the SIP needed to reach 1 crore is around 1,22,000 per month. Okay, fine. For your sake, let's assume a slightly higher 14% return. Even then, your SIP needs to be around 1,15,000 per month. If you say, no Bala, I will only do 5000 SIP. Alright, but then you must give it time. You already know this, compounding needs time to create real magic. So with a 5000 SIP and 12% return, the time required to reach 1 crore is 26 years. Even if I assume a higher 14% return, the time still comes to around 23 years. Now I think you understand that's the reality. Equity is a marathon, not short sprint. If you say, Bala, I cannot invest lakhs per month, and I cannot wait 25 years. Then here's another method for you. Step up SIP. This simply means you increase your SIP amount by a fixed percentage every year. For example, you start with 5000 SIP. next year increase it by 10%, so it becomes 5,500. Then next year a little more, and so on. With this approach, if you expect 12% return, the time reduces to around 14 to 15 years. Even with 14% returns, the time stays close to 14 years. It feels like a small step, but once compounding kicks in, the results will shock you. Step Up SIP also has a few drawbacks. If you want to know them, tell me in the comments. I will explain the complete reality there. See, mutual funds are always subject to market risk. So please do your homework before investing. If someone says this fund is amazing, that fund is useless, don't follow blindly. Every person has a different goal, risk capacity, and time horizon. And please don't make decisions only by looking at returns. In the past 1 year, the market has been very volatile. One fund may show higher returns, another may show lower returns, and that is completely normal. The most important thing to remember is this is your hard-earned money. When you are doing SIPs, the goal is not fast returns. The goal is steady growth and peace of mind. So think wisely, research properly, and invest carefully. Okay? Now coming back to the main point. A 5,000 SIP reaching 1 crore by 2030 is unrealistic. But with right funds, enough time, higher SIP, that dream is absolutely achievable. If this video was useful for you, hit the like button and share it with your friends. If you have any doubts, drop them in the comments. I will personally reply. Until then, this is Bala signing off.